Alrighty. It is 10:58. So we're gonna wait a few more minutes. dokie. I've shared the links out, so we're going to wait for everyone else to join before we get started. Okay, as you join, send a message in our group chat so I know who's here, who's online with us, because we're going to wait until we get a few more people watching. So if you are here and you can hear my voice, then leave a comment, say hi in the chat segment of this video. You'll see the chat on the right-hand side underneath the video itself. So hi Neil, I remember you were in our last session. Ooh, we're gonna have fun this time. Thank you for coming, first of all, and we're gonna wait for some others to join in. But it looks like you're the first, so congratulations, because you're the very, very first one. All right, we have some activities today, and what is going to be important is that you also have a paper and a pencil with you, because some of these activities, although you will type in the chat, you might want to write things down for yourself. So you want to make sure that you have a pencil and a piece of paper next to your computer for this session. Right, Neil is here from Barbados. Who else is online with us this morning? It's a great day, actually. The sun is out. I am in Barbados, and it was raining yesterday. The rain was pouring. Didn't feel like the best summer day at all. But today the sun is out and the skies are a lot more blue. So we had a good time for our last writing session. We did a lot of vocabulary as it relates to summer. We did a lot of summer words, summer vocab, and we did a lot of vocabulary from Well, we did a little bit of vocabulary from St. Vincent, but we learned a whole lot about places in St. Vincent. So our activities are going to be even more about summer. We'll wait until a few more people join. But coming on with me is going to be Naisha. So let's say hello to her. Hi, Naisha. I think your microphone is on mute right now.
I'm so sorry. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I was just saying that it isn't raining like it was yesterday. The sun is out and the sky is a lot more blue. It feels like more of a summer day.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Yeah. hmm And I was speaking about the theme that we had for the last session where we were exploring summer words, summer vocabulary. So
Yes.
Neil is online. He had joined us for the last vocabulary and activities challenge. So I was speaking about the words we had chosen from last week.
Okay.
Yeah. I also was reminding everyone who's joining that for this session, you will be typing in the chat. So get your fingers ready, but it will also be very helpful if you have a pencil and a piece of paper, because for some of these activities, you are going to need to write for yourself before you type in the chat.
Yes. So let me say good morning. Let me say good evening. Let me say good night to our audience, wherever they're listening from. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that a lot of them they are based like in the Caribbean, so that we can get the word out about Read for Life and the many projects and the many ideas that you guys have and would be doing in the future. I'm sure that a lot of Caribbean islands can definitely benefit from these ideas, because I know for myself, I have benefited, my foundation have benefited. So I am really looking forward to that. So definitely, I would say that, this is a start to a lot of great things. So please, guys, keep tuned to Read for Life YouTube channel so that you guys can be updated on their progress and all the work that they would be doing in the future. And I'm looking forward to work with you guys. So I just went ahead and share out the live. So I hope that we'll have more people joining us soon.
Yes. Well, I'm excited. I am happy to be on this platform because, as you said, we get to share more about Read for Life and more about our projects. And right now, I have to let everyone who is watching know that Read for Life is going to have a summer reading program. We normally have the summer reading program every single August, and we normally have it in each of the Saturdays in August. Now, August is a special month. Sometimes it has 5 Saturdays, sometimes it has 4 Saturdays, but we try to do an activity on every single Saturday. Why? Because we know that all of the children have vacation and everyone's enjoying summer vacation, and we have readings at the libraries where we have a lot of fun, tell a lot of stories, and we help children enjoy their summer even more. So that's coming up. And because of everything that's been going on, we have decided to put our summer reading program on the online, to move it virtually. So we will have more information in the future to share about the summer reading program, but that is a very exciting program that is coming up. We also have our story hour, and our story hour program is where volunteers can be the persons who read at any of the branch libraries that we go to. So it's a great volunteering opportunity. And for all the children who are watching and who want to go to their libraries, this is a good chance for you to go and visit and find new friends. There are so many new friends you can make at the library. And as you read together, you then have more things to talk about and more things to share. Books and stories are really, really great ways to help you to start to make friends, and then have good friends that you can talk to and say, hey, I want to talk to you today. Let's go this place. When you meet at a library, you start to make really, really good friends. So those are the two projects I think for sure you should look out to seeing from Read for Life. And you need to visit our website, which is www.readforlifebarbados.com. So if there are any parents or any guardians watching, that's our website. You can go to that website, and you can also follow us on Facebook. That is Read for Life Barbados. And you can stay tuned to other lives that we have right here on YouTube by clicking subscribe. Like our video so it's easier for you to track it, because if it's in your like videos, you can just go back and say, oh, I know where it is. Subscribe so that we become part of your feed, and share it with others, because they too may want to get in contact with us. All right, that's Read for Life.
I think you mentioned a really good point there that books helps students to connect. I mean, sometimes we need a topic for the day, and a book like can just give us a topic for the day. A punchline in a book, in a story, can be like a topic for students for a day, and even more than a day, because there's so many things that they can discuss from like a punchline, or from simple themes or whatever they are discovering inside of books.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that it would help them basically to interact and to build new friendships and so on, because they may be able to relate to the story in some way because of their background knowledge, and because of the fact that they would have had personal experiences like the characters of the story and so on. So I think that connecting through books is something really great. And also they can travel through books. Right now we know that we cannot do that type of traveling that we would want to do, because of the pandemic that's going on. So that's another thing that they can do. So in the meantime, while they're at home, they can be traveling through books and, learn about new cultures, learn about new languages, different things, so that when they do get the experience, it would be, easy for them to actually like put themselves into the experience and truly enjoy it for what it is, because they already have the previous knowledge about it. So I think that that would be something good for parents and children around this time to do. They can
Yes.
call a friend, connect, talk about books, talk about stories,
Mm-hmm.
even in the movie form. Some of these books, they can be found in movie forms. So I'm thinking with all this, they can really connect.
Yes, and I find that books also allow you to connect with people at your own pace. Sometimes social media makes everything go a lot more quickly, and sometimes forces you into situations comparing yourself with other peers, or forces someone else's idea of a country or idea of anything really on you, and it doesn't give you that much space to think about it for yourself. What reading allows you to do is focus on developing your own thoughts and your own imagination. Because when you read books, generally, it is you and the book, no one else. Whereas if you're watching TV, you might be watching it with other people. TV in itself can be an entire production, several different characters which are being portrayed with visual images, which carry so much more information sometimes that you haven't created. But when you read a book, the only information you get are the black and white on the pages, which means your mind has to work extra hard to imagine places, imagine people, imagine what is happening. The words give you little pebbles, but you have to follow them to reach where you're going in the end. And that's why it's a really good exercise. And in our exercises to come, we're going to have to think really hard and use our imagination. And at the end of this session, we would have used it enough for us to have imagined some kind of story or some kind of scene for ourselves. And the great thing about it is when you do it, it becomes 100% your own, and you can then inspire people without having to rely on anyone else. And in these days and ages, when sometimes no one else is on your side, you have to be strong for yourself. So it all makes sense in the long run.
Yes, very much so. I totally agree.
So we're going to see who else is joining us. Because I want to do our first vocab session with people who are ready to answer some questions.
Okay. So the thing is we prefer to have the students that already did the previous sessions.
That's it.
Okay.
So just wait until a few of them log on before we start.
Yes. So with the issue of the pandemic going on there in your country, do you think that students would have like well, I should say full-time access to reading, like in the public libraries and so on?
Yes.
Would they?
Apart from the lockdown, when everything was closed, when the lockdown lifted, many of the libraries did open, but they were opened only for persons borrowing or returning books. So the library has become a much more diverse need in society. And when I say that, in communities, people went there to print documents. People went there to study for exams. People went to the library just to hang out and read. People went to the library to have conversations, to write and type up job letters. And all of that has stopped. So the only purpose that you can use the library for at the moment is to return or borrow books. But as the restrictions, some of the other restrictions are being eased, we are able now to go to the library for the other reasons that we go to the library. But understandably, the readings that took place in many of our branches are in small corners of the library, dedicated children's spaces if that library has one. And that could not handle a 6-foot restriction or a 6-foot social distancing restriction. Many of the libraries just do not have that space. So hopefully we'll get back to reading close and sitting next to each other soon.
Yes, I do hope so. And the problem would be like, yes, we can use the media, but there's still a problem with like copyright and all that, because you don't want to have to face those infringements. Because there are authors out there who would not be satisfied with persons like
Delivery and
yes, delivering their material fully online and so on, because some people may think that this is an exploitation of their work, and it may reduce their sales, that kind of thing. You know how the human nature can be. So it can be really problematic for the children to actually get like that from teachers, and even from persons who really want to volunteer their time to do reading and so on. It would be you having to create like a whole new set of materials to help children. And by the time you have to create the materials and still deliver the materials, that's a lot of work. So, persons who volunteer in that area, they sometimes would just resist or hesitate
yeah.
because of the fact that, it involves too much, you know. So
I think
yeah,
that is also a bit controversial because you ask the question, why do we write books? Why do we write stories? And why do we go through the process of publishing? Yes, money is a big part of it, and publishing companies are companies, and so money making is one of their main pillars, understandably. But when you're writing stories for children, you also really want to get that story out there to children and in families where it can be read. The point is, you have something to say with your story. And when a person purchases that book and goes home and reads their story, you are not there to say you're not reading it properly. Oh, I didn't intend for my character to be portrayed in this way. Oh, I wanted something else said here, not that kind of expression. But the truth is, once you've released that into the public, you really don't have control over how people interpret your story. Similar to people who sell paintings. People can purchase your painting and then decide to put it in the darkest corner of their house, or then decide to interpret it in a completely opposite way to how you intended it. But
so true.
they've purchased it and it's fine. So if a person purchases a book and decides to read it online, I can understand why some people will say, this is my interpretation of reading this. If they purchased a painting and decided to do a video explaining how they feel about it, that's going to be their interpretation about a painting that they purchased. I understand that it's not proper for people to continually make money off of other people's work without giving them any royalties at all. So if you were paying for or if you had people paying you for the service of reading other people's books, then I understand that can be an issue. Where you are sharing with the world your personal interpretation of a document, a book, a painting that you have purchased with your own good money, I can also understand why people may be, well, this is my interpretation of something which I've legally purchased. So I think it's a bit controversial, or so I have heard.
Well, yes, it you can say that, but the fact is that at the end of the day, when someone choose to write something and they choose to publish it, we have to remember that everything is totally in their control when it comes to like the actual selling and the actual delivering of the material. Because there are some books, a lot of children books, where you would see that they have that you should not put no part of the publication. You should not put no part of the publication like in social media platforms and so on. You should not reproduce it in any way. You know, some of them also have like where you cannot put them in any kind of electronic form. Or some of them even go down to the path where they would have you not being able to even photocopy without them giving you the permission. And some of these
Sure.
books, yeah, some of these books, they do have that inside of it. Because recently I remember that I did a story online. And what happened is that, you know, after I saw that there was another person who was doing story at the time, and she took down all her videos from YouTube. I'm like, why you took down all your videos? You know, your videos were good videos. And she was like, an author reported her channel to YouTube. So basically, when your channel is being reported, you're going to get a strike, which means they're going to flag your channel. Once you get that 3 times, your channel will be off. You know, and nobody wants that for themselves. So the
Mm-hmm.
person took down all the stories, and what they had to do now is to come back to asking authors for the
Mm-hmm.
permission for the stories that they would have already done.
Mm-hmm.
And with every permission that they get, they would just re-upload that story. You know, I think that that is something so hard for anybody to have to do. I mean, you know, for the right intention, the pandemic was, you know, in its high stage. School, we were not sure what was going to become of school. We were not sure what was going on and all that. And, you know, people were just doing it to reach out to children, you know, as a way of brightening their spirit, as a way of keeping them up, like, you know, school is still active, you know, make it seem normal.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it was taken in the wrong light. And
Yeah,
that can be a serious problem for any educator or for anybody who really have the spirit of volunteerism and, you know, is trying their best to volunteer. You know, but when you
for
volunteer, you
sure.
just have to remember not just not use people's work in any way. Try
For
to
sure.
try your
I
best
think
to
that's
make what
I
needs you.
I think I think the good thing is that there are steps you can take to ensure that you can still use work and still give your interpretation and not have problems. But it is that you have to follow all of these precautionary measures through. So, getting consent in writing from the authors, letting them know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and making sure that they send you back an email saying that they're signing off. That is a full and safe way to do it. And it's a bit more red tape, but at the end of the day, you know you'll be a whole lot more safe. And it's still unfortunate that one of the premises around copywriting was to allow for more information to be spread and then the authors to be acknowledged for spreading this information. It is just that, as usual, greed and fear and love of money and ego and all of these bad things have clouded something that was set up to be very good. But we
So
still do
true.
have strategies that we can use to um, get
Yes.
around that for now.
So
And
true.
YouTube is a whole other monster on its own.
I know, but the thing with YouTube,
Phenomenal.
it's good that because the thing is that we have fair use, and because we do have fair use here on YouTube, we are able to review content, we are able to review people's work, we are able to make our own interpretations,
Hmm.
and you know there would be no consequence for that once we do not slander people and you know defame people in any way, but um, our reviews they are counted and you know they are acknowledged. So we can make our reviews, we can make our analysis, we can do different things when it comes to other people's work or even people
Hmm.
themselves. You know, social commentary, whatever it is, we can do that. So there's no restriction to that because of the fair
Yeah,
use policy.
yeah. Hopefully, YouTube can continue to be that, and I think it's recognized how important it is in the creative space and the creative industry. So I hope that they work hard to keep that. But I'm not going into any more of that. I hope they can continue and recognize what a powerful tool they have allowed so many teachers, educators, and creative persons and other people to partake in, because it's an opportunity. YouTube has presented an opportunity that we would not have had in this form at all. Oh, we have some
Okay.
people joining us Kendall from St. Vincent. Hi. And we also have Kylie. Wow, these names, these are
So we have some new
popular
names.
names.
Yeah, we
Yes,
do have
but they
some
are
new
popular.
names.
We have Kylie and Kendall. Hmm.
Hello, Kylie. Hello, Kendall.
Hi. Thank you for joining us. I'm so excited. We're waiting on a few more of the students who would have participated in some other sessions that we had so that our group is full before we start the activities together. We're going to start the activities together. Here's two things you need to know. You're going to need to get your fingers ready so that you can type the words. We're going to start with a vocabulary and a build your sentence activity. So you're going to have to get your fingers ready to type. And then two, make sure you have a pencil and a paper with you because some of the other activities we will do are going to need you to write things down for yourself before you type them in the chat. So keep typing to me. Thank you for typing to me. Get your pencil and paper in case you have to write down some things for yourself. And we will start as soon as we have a few more of the other children who attended last time. Yeah.
Okay, I see that we have one more new person, Kenna Lewis. Hello, Kenner. And Kenna
Hi,
is from
Kenna.
Beckway, from the Grenadine Island, Beckway.
Woo! I love Beckway. Beckway is beautiful. Hi, Kenna. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, Beckway is the biggest Grenadine island, so it's one of the most populated one.
You know what I think is spectacular? Traveling by boat to school, especially those who have to go to secondary school on
Oh,
mainland and those
yes.
who work in mainland. I can't imagine a boat ride every single day. Part of me is like, oh, that's so cool. Part of me is like, that must be
Uh,
rough. The sea.
yes, that's so true. Because when the weather is up, once it's not too bad, they would still be traveling on the sea. Yes, it's a thing that a lot of them they do it, they practice it where they go back and forth every day. And some persons, what they do is that they would stay on the mainland during the week, and when it's weekend, they would go back home to Beckway. So that's
Yes.
another way, if they have family or they have good friends on the mainland, that's something that they do.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think it's
so
so beautiful. Hmm.
thank you, lovely people, for joining us. Are you guys ready to go? Up and ready, 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 ready? Let us know if you're ready. Type yes. Come on, let's see some yes going on in the chat. We now have 13 beautiful people joining us today.
We have Conroy.
Hello, Conroy. How are you? Where are you from? Thank you so much for joining us. So good to have you. And we do have Michelle Davis. Hello, Michelle. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Hi, everyone.
And please, if you know somebody who has a child or they may have children who are still at primary level, please
Yes.
share this out to them, whether it's on your WhatsApp, your Facebook. Please share it out to them so that they can join us too. Okay, we're going to be here for a while. Okay, Kylie's a student. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's Christian Ayana. Hey, hey, Christian Ayana. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So
Hi,
you guys are signing today as
Christiana.
daddy. Okay, so I now realize.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, so good to see you guys. And I sent your presents today, so I hope that you guys receive them. Hope that you guys get them. I know you would love them. Please take pics of them and send them to me. Yeah, the presents that they won from the last session that we
Yes,
had. Yeah,
yes, that was a fun session. Oh,
it
that was
was.
hot. You had to have fast, fast, fast fingers.
Yes.
That was very good.
So if any one of you here, you are familiar with like commercial houses, please guys, Read for Life is a non-governmental organization and they would welcome any type of support, whether it be financially, it be support to advocate their foundation. They would welcome any type of support. So please, guys, if you guys are in tune with what's going on here, please reach out to business places, people in the diaspora who you may know
Mhm.
who can assist the work of Read for Life. And Read for Life is based in Barbados. And I'm sure that they are always welcome to work with you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, if there are people living overseas from any of the islands really, and they want to give back to the country and the educational projects, and especially if they have any ideas, some people have we've connected with are collecting books from New York State library systems and so forth, and they want to be able to send them back to the libraries right here in the Caribbean. If you know any of those kind of people, some people may have ideas for projects that they want to have run in the libraries or run in communities. They can contact us so that we can get resources from the rest of the world back to the Caribbean so we can develop the Caribbean children, youth, strengthen their reading and their innovation and creativity. Because it was okay just to be able to learn to read and write, but gone are the days when that is enough. Your child needs to be extremely creative, extremely innovative, and be able to see independent, very separate ideas, put them together, create something new, because that is how their future employers or their future businesses are going to be seen as different in this world. You don't want just same old. No, you want your child to be the top of the top of the top, doing the best that they can possibly do.
Okay. So I guess we can begin now that we have 13
Yeah,
persons in the house.
we have a good set.
Yeah, there are 13 persons in the camp. Thank you guys so much.
And thank you for those who have sent out the um, the links and who are joining. I think we can start. Let's start with our first activity, which is going to be some vocabulary. We need to warm up our minds and we're going to warm up with some good spelling. So I'm going to tell you a word and you need to type that word, spell it in the chat as soon as you hear me say it. Are you ready for our first spelling and vocab challenge? The first word I want you to spell is island. We're starting with the easiest one possible. Island. I want you to type in the chat, spell the word island. I want to see all of the responses. How do we spell island? Thank you. Denise is in first. I see island. Let's see who else has it before I spell it myself. Oh, wonderful. I see lots of responses. Great. Island, the easiest one ever. ISLAND. Now remember, if you make a mistake, you can always delete and come back again with your answer. Get those fingers ready because I'm going to say the next word. We did compound word the last time we spoke. So I'm bringing you another compound word. The word I want you to spell is lifestyle. spell the word lifestyle? Fast fingers, combine those words. Lifestyle, lifestyle. Let me see that word in the chat. Spell the word lifestyle. Lifestyle. All right, excellent. I'm seeing you very good with your compound words. Lifestyle. Lifestyle. Excellent job. We're on a roll. We're on a roll, and we're going to get a bit more difficult. But I have one more fun summer word for you to spell. Get ready. The word is, the compound word is snow cone. I want to see everyone type the word snow cone. Let's see you spell that one, snow cone. What is a snow cone? I hope everyone knows what a snow cone is. Snow cone. It's a compound word, snow, cone, snow cone. What is a snow cone? For those of you who don't know, a snow cone is a popular crushed ice drink that you normally have when it's hot out, perhaps when you're at the beach. Remember, our theme is summer. All of these words, every time I tell you to spell the word, I want you to think of what it looks like in your head as you spell it. We're working our brains. We're starting to use our imagination. Snow cone, S-N-O-W. Snow pushed together with cone, C-O-N-E, snow cone. All right. We've got another easy. We have Denisa is telling us a snow cone is ice with syrup. Yes, I like that. I like that. That's a very good job, Denisa. That's a very good definition. We'll be doing some more definitions coming up later, but that's very good. The next compound word is another easy one. I want you to imagine it as you type it. The word is playground. Playground. Our compound word, playground. So we're putting together play and ground put together, and we get a playground. Type the word playground. Neil, excellent job, coming in strong. You're the first one I see, Neil. Congrats. Playground. Everyone's coming with playground. Excellent job. I am seeing all of the correct answers. P-L-A-Y, play, put together with ground, G-R-O-U-N-D, playground. Okay. Now we're going to move on to some interesting words ending in ing. This word is refreshing. Spell the word refreshing. Refreshing. So far, snow cones can also be very refreshing. Spell the word refreshing. I want to see the first person who's spelling the word refreshing. I hope you're thinking about it. We talked about snow cone, and now we're talking about refreshing. I see the first one in. That would be Christy and Ayana. Hey, congrats, guys. Refreshing. Excellent. And I see all the other answers coming in. Very good. R-E-F-R-E, re. F-R-E-S-H, fresh. Put that together. Remember what I said? It's ending in ing. Ing. Refreshing. What a refreshing drink a snow cone is. So that was excellent. All right. We're on a roll. We are going to do a word that ends in shun. And your word to spell is imagination. 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 Spell the word imagination. Let's say who's got some fast fingers and who can put the correct spelling in the chat. Denisa, I see you. I think you are the first one here. Imagination. IMAGINATION. Good job, guys. Make sure you start with that I so we get imagination. Excellent. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. I want to know if we can spell the word recreation. We've got another word that ends in T-I-O-N, shun. I want you to spell the word recreation. Recreation. We're going to get to some rhyming words later, but imagination has a lot in common with recreation. What do they have in common? They both are ending in T-I-O-N. So that's the hint. Recreation. I think it is Denisa who has that there. Recreation, RECREATION. Recreation. So we just had imagination. Now we have recreation. Remember we had refreshing. We did the word refreshing. Now we're going to do a similar word. The next word I want you to spell is exciting. Exciting. Spell the word exciting. We've got some similar sounding words here. We had refreshing. Now we have exciting. Exciting. I think Denisa is on a roll. Exciting. Everyone else, add your answers in. Come on, type your answers in, everyone else. Denisa, good. Neil, Amaria, is it Keever? Let's see who else is answering. Exciting. So we've got some rhyming words here. We did refreshing. We had exciting. We did imagination. We did recreation. That's good. I'm going to throw in a special word, another special word. Good job, guys. I see a lot of you, all of you have got this exciting. Very good. Very, very, very good. But let's keep it rolling because we're not finished yet. We're going back to another word that ends in ing. It is also a compound word. So not only is it a compound word, but it ends in ing. I-N-G. That's your hint. The next word I want you to spell is sightseeing. Sightseeing. Sightseeing is the next word I want you to spell. Let's see who can type that in. Sightseeing. Why are we doing all of these words with ing and tion and words that sound so similar? It's because we are going to write some rhyming words together. Sightseeing, very good. We have Keever. Sightseeing. Let's see, who did I see the first? There we are. Congratulations to you. Sightseeing. We have a compound word there, and it also ends in ing. I want you to imagine yourself sightseeing. I think we're at the beach because we had a snow cone. It was very exciting. The snow cone was refreshing. So I think we could be sightseeing on the beach. Are you seeing how we can pull the words together and we can have a whole lot of words that rhyme? Refreshing, sightseeing, exciting. What else did we look at? Imagination, recreation. Oh, these are really great words, but let's add another word for you to spell. Another word for you to spell is, get your fingers ready. Your next word is vacation. Oh, spell the word vacation. Let's use your minds. How do we spell vacation? Type it in the chat. Spell vacation. Now, vacation is another one of our words. And I want you, excellent. Let's see who got there first. Excellent answers, guys. Excellent. I see them coming in the chat. Very, very, very good. Let's see, who do I see? I think I saw, I think this one was the first one. Excellent, but you have gotten vacation. I want you now to type one word in the chat that rhymes with vacation. We've done several words just now. I want you to type one word that rhymes with vacation. Go. So I want to see a word that rhymes with vacation. I'm not going to say them over again because I said some already. Oh, but this is excellent. Conroy, which is Chrissy and Ayana, have come in with the word imagination. Excellent job. Kendall has come in with migration. Excellent job. Neil has come with imagination. Excellent. And we have Keever with medication. That's very useful in this period with what is going on. And then also Chrissy and Ayana came back in and put another word in, recreation. If you have other words, you can put it there as well. Vacation, recreation, vacation, imagination, vacation, migration, vacation, imagination, and medication. Very, 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 very good. I like how all of you guys are answering these questions. So we just have a few more words before we go to the next activity. Are you ready? Are you steady? We're going back to some easy stuff. I want you to spell the word traveling. Spell the word traveling. Nice and easy, and spell the word traveling. You guys are good. You guys are good today. Neil, I see your answer first with traveling. Very, very, very good. Now, keep those answers coming. Type traveling. Now, let us see. Traveling, TRAVELLING. There. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. I want you guys to tell me a word that rhymes with traveling. Give me a word that rhymes with traveling. A word that rhymes with traveling. I'm traveling. I'm falling. Traveling, falling. Traveling, falling. Anyone else has some rhyming words with traveling? Sometimes rhyming words sound very similar. Very similar. Traveling, refreshing, sightseeing, Chrissy and Ayana. Good job. Anyone else can think? Remember, by now we have done so many words that sound similar to falling and also have similar endings. Kendall is also saying falling. Traveling, recreating. Okay, all of that can work. Very good. Now, what I want you to do, we have gone through so many words and you see them on the chat. I want you to write down 5 of your favorite words that we did so far. Stopping is a good one, Conroy. Who is Chrissy and Ayana? Yes, you guys are coming. You guys don't stop. You keep coming. Very good. If you have any other words, I see installing. That is such a good word. Amaria, that is such a good word. That's good. I want you to use your pencils and your paper and write down your 5 favorite words. We did so many in the last few minutes. I want you to write down on your paper. Write on your paper. Remember when I said we need to have a pencil and a paper? Write down on your paper 5 of your most favorite words that we did. How many words did we do? Got your papers and pencils ready? Write these down. We did write down your favorite words, but I'm going to remind you of some of the words that we did a few minutes ago. We did words like lifestyle, Neil. Yes, we did words like lifestyle. We did snow cone as well. We did sightseeing. We did refreshing. We did imagination. We did relaxing. We also did exciting. We did vacation. We did, what else did we do? We did island. That was the easiest one. So write your 5. You're choosing 5 of the words that are your favorite, the ones that you like the most. Oh, the ones that you like. Maybe it's the ones that end in TION. Maybe it's recreation that you like. Maybe. Whichever ones are your favorite. Recreation, imagination might be the TION, shun endings, or it might be the ING, ing. So far I see Chrissy and Ayana like lifestyle, snow cone, recreation, exciting. That sounds like fun. Very, very, very good. Kendall has snow cone, refreshing, sightseeing, traveling, lifestyle. Those are good 5 ones. I think, Neil, you were typing them separately. So if I count yours up, you have snow cone, sightseeing, lifestyle. So choose 2 more, Neil. Send 2 more in. And for those of you writing them down on your paper, you keep them there so that you have 5 in the end. 5 lovely words, because there is a challenge after I finish drinking my water. Refreshing. I hope you guys have your 5 words. This isn't going to last the whole time. I'm going to drink again, but you have to have 5 words. Make sure you have your 5 words ready for our next exercise. Choose your 5 favorite words. I hope everyone has their words, because the next thing I want you to do, I want you to write a sentence using one of your words. So you have found 5 of your favorite. I want you to write a sentence using one of those words. So when I read your sentence, I must see one of your 5 favorite words in it. Are you ready? Do you have your words? Get set. Go. If you have your 5 words written down on paper, good. If you have them written in the chat, good. You now need to write a sentence with one of your 5 words. Choose one of your 5 words and write a sentence. I'm waiting to see who is bringing sentences, and the first person I see is Kendall. Let's see these sentences. The first one I see is, it is, put an is in there, so hot, I need a snow cone. All right, Kendall, add an is in there, but that is excellent. So I would assume your word there is snow cone. That's the one you chose. Excellent job. Let's see who has next. Amaria. Now, if I miss yours, put it back again so I can see it, okay? But the next person I see is, I love snow cone because it is refreshing. She hasn't just used one word, she has used two. Both snow cone are compound word, and refreshing are word that ends in ing. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. Two for the price of one. And speaking of prices, Neil has come up there and he said, I pay $250. So let's see, are you talking about in the past? Is that how much you paid for it? If so, I paid, P-A-I-D, past tense, $250? Dollars, plural, dollars for my snow cone? That is one expensive snow cone. Did you drink that with a gold straw? Let's imagine that for a second. A $250 snow cone. Neil, excellent job for using your imagination. You have me thinking about what kind of gold straw I would be drinking a $250 snow cone from. I love these sentences, guys. It means that your imaginations are working. Let's choose another one. Chrissy and Ayana. Me and my mom. And what we say here is we put ourselves last. Anytime we're talking about someone else. So we say, my mom and I. Put yourself afterwards. My mom and I are going on a vacation to Barbados. Well, you have to call me. You have to tell me you're coming so I can take you to get a snow cone. But you have used your word vacation very, very, very smartly. Why is it so smart? Because I'm in Barbados and we're talking about having fun, which is an excellent use of your word vacation. So both of you, that is a really, really good sentence. And it's current, it's what we're talking about now. Okay, so Kendall, you put the is in there. Excellent. It's good for you to make a correction so that you have it right. You want to get your grammar correct. Now, I see another one here. I need a snow cone. You know what's interesting about this sentence? It's not that you want a snow cone. It's not that you would like a snow cone. It's not that you could have a snow cone. You put here, I need a snow cone. Can you imagine what someone who needs a snow cone looks like? They would be so thirsty. And I'm sure this snow cone will be refreshing. You have given us a lot to imagine in this one sentence, Kenneth. So congratulations to you. You don't just want it. I need a snow cone. Excellent. And you need a cold one. A cold snow cone. Not a not a melting one. All right, who is next? So you use your word snow cone. Excellent job. The sea water is very refreshing. So you didn't tell us that you were at the beach. You didn't tell us that you were on vacation. But from reading the sentence, the sea water is very refreshing, I feel like you mean on a beach, on vacation. You see how much you can think about in one sentence, and you've used your word refreshing. So that's excellent, 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 excellent. And Kendall is laughing at something. I'm not sure what it is, but no problem. All right. Oh, look who's getting some praise. Your teacher. She is very happy with you guys. Awesome imagination. All right, and finally, we have Chrissy and Ayana. You know, they always come back with more, 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 more. They have my dad and I are sightseeing on Barbados, rather in Barbados, for our vacation. Oh, that's excellent. There's lots of sights to see. That's our compound word, sightseeing. Excellent use of the word sightseeing. Wow, you guys were good. And you guys are smart. Woo! You aced that exercise. Congratulations, all you. Wait, Tracy and Ayana are not finished yet. Nope, I'm seeing a few more. Please, if you're not finished, continue to type. Put it there so I can see it. When you type them in, I can see it and we'll read it, okay? So we've got 2 more that have come in, so let's read those. We are going to the playground. They've used here another compound word, play and ground. Playground. Excellent. And then finally we have Jeanette joining us, giving us the sentence, when I went to the beach, I ate snow cone. You ate a snow cone. You ate 1, 2, 3. You ate a snow cone. But the beach is a good place to eat them because the beach is hot and snow cones are so nice and cool. All right. You know what we're going to do next? We're going to do an activity called Pass the Sentence. Oh, wait. Did I see any more? If I missed any of them, don't worry. We're going to have more activities, okay? We're going to have more activities. And this next activity is going to be a good one. You're going to have to type. We're going to pass a sentence, and you have to type onto the sentence you see before you. So I'm going to start. This activity is called Pass the Sentence. So we are going to pass sentences to each other. Let me take this one off the screen. So I'm going to start with a sentence. I'm going to put my sentence in the chat. And you are going to have to add your sentences to create a story together. Now, this is the first time I have ever tried this in my entire life online. We play this as a Read for Life activity where we literally pass a sentence around. Where did my sentence go? I normally have a sentence somewhere near me, but apparently my sentence has decided to disappear. This is not very helpful. Hold on, guys. My sentence had disappeared. Oh dear. Anyways, I use a sentence like I would use this. And I pass the sentence around, and then the next person writes the next sentence. So now we are going to do it online. Going to see how this works. I'm going to write the first sentence, and I want to see who's going to respond and give me the second sentence in our story, okay? Our story has to make sense, but luckily we have done enough words for us to be able to create a story together. Whoops. I think I've got. Okay, so let's do this online. I'm going to type a sentence. Get ready. Get ready. Are you ready? I'm going to drop my first sentence in there. Boom. The first sentence is, I was so thirsty on my first day at the beach. Someone give me the second sentence. We've done lots of words that you can use now. So someone give me the second sentence. I've started the story. Use your imagination. Some of you can even bring back some of your sentences and put them underneath mine. We've got so many more sentences. But I want you to write the next sentence. The first one is, I was so thirsty on my first day at the beach. What happened next? What happened next? We have so many words we can use. Refreshing, exciting, snow cone, sightseeing. Who is going to write the next sentence to create our story? Because that's our activity. We're passing the sentence on. So the first part is, I was so thirsty on my first day at the beach. Who has the next sentence coming in? It is Kendall. She says, now we need to put a was. We're talking about the past. It was so hot. And if we're talking about the past, I had to have a snow cone. That's an excellent start. What happens next? What happens next? And I bought a snow cone. I didn't just have to have it, but Neil says, and I bought a snow cone. Excellent job. Who comes in next? I bought a snow cone. That is the same sentence. Very good. But what happens next, though? We need to add something new. Amaria said, I should get some snow cone. Yes, so that's the same thought. You guys probably thought of the same thing at the same time and put it in the chat. So it's come out in 3 different ways. And that's actually the good thing about using your imagination. Sometimes other people are thinking the same thing, but it will always come out differently. So we're at the point where we wanted a snow cone and we went to get a snow cone. Christiane and Anna says, so I got a refreshing snow cone. That is very good. So then what happens next, guys? The sentence still needs to be passed on. What happens after you have gotten that refreshing snow cone? Do I need to give you some more time? I think we have enough words that we have used already for you to add on to what happens after we get a snow cone. Now we had some good words: refreshing, sightseeing, imagination. We had some nice words. I want to see who can add another sentence on what happens after we actually get the snow cone. Let's see if Kina has something to add. She says, watch this. The sun was so hot, I really had to get me a snow cone. That sounds like a piece for theatre. Oh, but that's still on the snow cone train. We need to know what happens after the snow cone. So we need to pass the sentence further. Who is going to pick up the next sentence to tell us what happens when we're drinking or after we're finished our snow cone? Or who wants to describe our snow cone? I don't know if it was a blue one or a pink one or a yellow one or if it had milk or not. We don't know. You have to write the sentences to tell us what the snow cone was like. Now, it should be cold, but was it banana flavored, tamarind flavored, blueberry flavored, lime flavored? We don't know. So we're going to use our imaginations, and I want someone to give us some information. All right, let's see who's next. Kendall says, I jump in the water. So after the snow cone, I jump in the water. Okay, all right. I guess it's because the water is nice and cool. But I don't know. You would have to tell me. Let's pass the sentence. Tell us what happens next. I see. I should eat my snow cone before it melts. Very good sentence. Because if this person doesn't, then they're going to be quite hot. Let's see who has another one. After I got a snow cone, this is Chrissy and Ayana. Let's see what you say. I went sightseeing. That is very good, and that's very clear. You have given us a good image of what is done after you finish your snow cone. I like that. Let me choose another one. Hey, look who wants to know more. It isn't only me who wants to know more. You see? Let's see. Janet has a contribution here. She says, I felt so... Okay, so are we talking about the snow cone? If we're talking about the snow cone, then it felt so refreshing. So if you meant to put a T there, I'll read it for you. It felt so refreshing. That is an excellent use, Janet. Excellent use of our vocabulary, because we did the word refreshing. You're spot on. Excellent job. Neil is adding, and I was sightseeing on a vacation around the island. That is an excellent use of not one, but two of our vocabulary words. Sightseeing and vacation. So now we know more. You were eating a snow cone, you jumped into the water, you finished it, it was very refreshing, and you were also sightseeing, and you were on vacation around the island. This is great, guys. Let me see if I can read any more. I see Kina is giving us, after eating my snow cone, I felt so amazing. And she did use snow cone that we had in our vocabulary, but she also used the word amazing. And amazing rhymes with some of the other words that we used. So congratulations, Kina, that was an excellent answer. Okay, so far, let's recap on what we have done. All right, so we understand how far and how much work we have done. So we started with some vocabulary. We did some ing words. We did some tion words. We did some easy words like island. And we typed them out, we spelled them. And then we started to do some rhyming words, where we then put words that sound similar and alike together. And we realized that exciting and refreshing, yeah, they could rhyme together. And you put some others in the chat, which is all good. And then for our next exercise, we decided to use the words, some of the vocabulary that we went through earlier. And we realized that most of it has something to do with the beach and being on vacation and having fun when it's hot and drinking cold snow cones. That's how we used our words. And now, but wait, there is now more. You see how far we've come? We can all imagine the sea and the beach and the vacation and the summer in our head. You see how far we've come? Are you ready for the next activity? Let me see. Oh, hold on. We have Kania and Keonan. I am sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Keonan. I don't know if Naisha knows I can pronounce it better, just because I can't hear you. But I will know now. Let me just write it down that Kina is two people, just like Chrissy and Ayana. There is Kenaya and Keonan. All right. And then also Kendall. Thank you, Kendall. Kendall is Kenrick. Thank you. Guys, if I pronounce your name based on the name that I see in the chat, it's just because I'm pronouncing it the way I see it on the chat. But please tell me if there is another name that you want to be called. All right? No problem in that. Tell me so I can know that Kania and Kionan are with Kenna, and Kendall is actually Kenrick. All right, so we have another activity. Our next activity is that you all are going to finish some sentences that I have prepared. Let me see. We have some other names. Neil is Nicole. Hold on, let's do this. Neil is Nicole. And Janet is Kylie. This is Kylie Daniel. Okay. Okay, guys. If there's anyone else who needs to change their name, just let me know so that I can make the change. All right. So I have some sentences. Are you ready? I'm going to say them and you have to finish my sentence. There's one word that you have to finish it. Now, the first sentence is, the fish was cooked in a, but hold on. You need to try and make sure that the word that you put last in my sentence rhymes with another word in my sentence. So if I tell you the sentence is, the fish was cooked in a, I want you to find a word. You can put any word, but I want you to try and find a word that rhymes with another word in my sentence. So if you're ready, give me a word that I can put at the end of my sentence. So I'm going to type this one out so you can see what I mean. And I know you can give me any word in the world, but if you can give me a word that rhymes, then I will be even more happy. So I'm seeing some answers, but I'm looking for someone who can give me a word that rhymes. Read a little bit of rhyming words, but I want to see if you can do it for yourself before I tell you anything. I want to see if you can think and give me a word that rhymes in my sentence. So here it is. The fish was cooked in a just rhyming. Let me see if anyone can guess my last word. So you have some answers. Let me go through some answers, but look at my sentence below. The fish was cooked in a pot. Yes, that makes sense. The fish could be cooked in a pot. That is very true. But what if I just wanted to use a word that rhymes instead? Just what if? What word could I put there? We have Kenrick, who says pan. The fish was cooked in a pan. Yep, it could be cooked in a pan. Yes, that's fine. I don't think it rhymes with any of the words in my sentence, but let's see. The fish was cooked in a pot. Keever, very true. It could be. You know what's even better? Fish cooked in a pot by the river. Oh, now that is good fish. Oh, that's good. The fish was cooked in a frying pan. It could be in a frying pan, yes. Get some nice fried fish. So yes, you have that one. Oops, where'd I go? Frying pan again. Frying pan. They're just cooking the pan. Okay, all right. But is there any word that sounds like, I don't want to give it away. I wanted to see if you guys could guess, but is there any word there that could rhyme with fish? Any word that could rhyme with fish that I can put at the end of my sentence? Just a rhyming word. Just thinking about a rhyming word. Because yes, it could be a frying pan. What does it say? What's the first letter? Chrissy and Ayana want to know what the first letter is, but I'm not giving any clues yet. I think you guys can get this. It has to rhyme with one of the words already in my sentence. So I said, if you can find a word that rhymes with fish, you might get it. A word that rhymes with fish, and you see the spaces. If you count the spaces, you will also know how long my word is. My word is short. You see, it has 4 letters. It has 4 dashes. I put 4 dashes because they're 4 letters. My little word rhymes with fish, and it will finish my sentence, and I will have a little rhyme. I just want to see who can think of what that word could possibly be. The fish was cooked in a. The fish was cooked in a. The fish was cooked in a. I think you guys need to read more Dr. Seuss books. Now, if you read more Dr. Seuss books, you would know that sometimes Dr. Seuss books don't make any sense. But what Dr. Seuss helps you understand is how to use words according to their sounds. So you understand how to use words that sound alike, how to use words that rhyme. I see one answer. But we're going to read the rest. Could be a frying pan. First letter, can't tell you. The fish was cooked in my mother's crock pot. Oh, a nice crock pot cooks it nice and soft. But that's not a rhyming word that I want. But it could be a crock pot. Frying pan. Yes, you corrected that sentence. That's good. F-R-Y-I-N-G. Separate pan. Good. Frying pan. Could happen. Please, Chrissy and Ayana, I hope I know you have the answer in the bottom, because this right here is the word that I was looking for. It has 4 little letters. It's a little word. But what does it rhyme with? It rhymes with the word fish. So the fish was cooked in a dish. Let's look back and see what I had put there. You see fish? Fish rhymes with dish. You see what I did there? See what I did there? Let me see. Let me see. So, okay, dish. Wow, wish. The fish was cooked in a wish. Wow, that would be interesting. That does sound like something that Dr. Seuss would say. The fish could be cooked in an oven. Yep. But that one doesn't rhyme with my word. So that's right, Kina, dish, which is Kanaya and Kionan. And Amaria, that's good. And Kenrick come back with dish. So yes, that's what I was looking for. Now tell me, I want you to put yes or no in the chat. Was this a difficult sentence to rhyme? Yes or no? Was this was it tricky? Was this a difficult sentence? Put in the chat Leave it down, say yes or no. Was this difficult or did it just trick you? Was it actually really, really, really hard? Yes. Or no, it wasn't hard. You just got surprised. Tell me. Put in the chat below. Tell me if my one sentence was super difficult. Yes. Or no, it wasn't super difficult. All right, let's see. Who thought it was difficult? If it was difficult, type yes. If it wasn't too difficult, then say no. Let's see. Okay. Nicole is like, yes, that was difficult. Are you sure? It would be done easily with a wish. A fish cooked with a wish. You'll be doing a Dr. Seuss book, but wish is okay. Wish could work too. Yes, it was difficult. Oh, Christian said, oh, it was easy. It was just tricky at the beginning, but it was really easy. Okay, all right. It was in between. Because when you think of it, it's a tiny little word, dish. No, it wasn't. All right. Oh, we've got some congratulations. Good going, everyone. Good going. No, it wasn't that difficult. It was easy. Keep it okay. All right. I agree. Keep going, everyone. Keep going. Okay. So remember, I said we have a few of these sentences. I said we have a few. So that was only try number 1. So what you have to hope is that there's some other ones that are easier coming up. Are you ready? This was fun though. You guys, I think you guys got it. So here comes the second sentence. Remember, you're going to finish. Kiva, thank you very much. So I can call instead of Keever, Kiva. All right, let me make that note. Thank you, Kiva. Thank you. Okay, all right. Let's try another one. And remember, the thing about these rhyming sentences that sometimes it can make sense, sometimes it doesn't make sense. If you choose another word that rhymes, that's okay. Right now, we just want you to focus like Dr. Seuss would on the sounds of the words. We'll work with how they fit into the meanings a bit later. So the next word this should be an easy one. I think I will type it in the chat so that you can see how many little dashes I want you to fill in. And then we will read. Okay. Kina is mother. Kinaya and Keonan. My daughter is in grade 2, so it is for her. It's easy for her, that's what you're saying? All right. Now, this one should be very easy. Okay. My feet were hot when the sun comes. I'm going to give you a few minutes to answer that one. We're looking for words that sound alike. The next sentence is there. My feet were hot. tiny word, it doesn't mean that you have to type it several times. You guys are very good. Very, 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 very good. This is an easy one. This is an easy one. All right, I'm gonna let everyone respond. That wasn't too bad. I think you guys know how to get it done now. I think that is it. So now it's super, super easy. Let me just make sure everyone else who wanted to send in is able to send in. Yep, you see, Maria says, oh, that was easy. Oh, okay, yes, good. The first one was a bit of a shock, but okay, so let me put the next one in the chat. Remember, we are using our rhyming words and you are finishing the sentence that I put in the chat, all right? This is our next sentence. Now, sometimes when you're rhyming, especially, some people are saying it's so easy. Listen, I'm glad that one was so easy. I want you guys to answer this next one. Now, what we're doing with rhyming words, we're having lots of fun with the words. And sometimes when you're rhyming and having fun, you can repeat words. So this one is going to have some words that repeat themselves. Watch and see. I hope you guys are ready. This is a teeny, teeny, tiny word, but don't let the other words distract you. I packed and packed and packed, but realized I forgot my first person. Let me see the first person. Let me see the first person answer that. You want to know, Bajan? Let me see. Let me see the person who finishes my sentence. I packed and packed and packed, but realized I forgot my. Sometimes you have to say the words over in your head until you find a word that sounds like a word in the sentence. I'm waiting until all of the questions come in, all of the answers come in, and we will see. All right, I'm seeing, okay, so was this one also easy? Yes. So I packed and packed and packed, but realized I forgot my hat. But wait, there's an alternative. Look what Mr. Mikkel says. It could also be. Now, I only had 3 dashes, so I understand why everyone went for hat, but it could also be 4 dashes because look what he put. It could also be sack. All right, don't worry. I have another one for you. I have another one for you guys. I wonder who is going to get this one. I'll give you a clue. If you look at opposites, this might help you find another rhyming word. I hope you guys are ready because this one, you might get tricked by which word needs to rhyme. All right. Boom, the sentence is out. I thought the umbrella was tall, but instead it was. want some rhyming words though. Say the sentence over in your head. See if you can make it into a song. Sometimes that helps you to find a word that rhymes. I thought my umbrella was tall, but instead it was. I thought my umbrella was tall, but instead it was. Because I want the word to rhyme. I want it to sound like another word in the sentence. So no one has the word that I was thinking about yet. So you guys have to keep going. You have to keep going. Say it in your head. I thought my umbrella was tall, but instead it was. And it isn't opposite. So I see many people typing short. Yes, short is kind of the opposite of tall. Yeah. But if it doesn't rhyme with, tell me what word does short rhyme with in the sentence? Hey, I see someone who might need to check the spelling, but I see someone who has a word that I was thinking of. I'm not going to say it yet. Mariah, I'm not going to say it yet. I'm still going to let people answer the question first. So I'm not going to say it yet. I'm seeing a lot of right answers though. Let's go through some. So the first one I would have seen would have been, yes, would have been Nicole, and then Christian, and then he spelt it again. So okay, so all right. I chose small, but I want you to tell me what word rhymes with small in my sentence. I thought my umbrella was tall, but instead it was small. What word was I rhyming small with? Tell me the word that I was rhyming small with. I see. I was rhyming the word small with the word tall. And that's how I got my small. You see, I thought my umbrella was tall, but instead it was small. All right, you guys, good job. Yes, all of you, look at that. Excellent. All right, so you see sometimes it can be a little bit tricky as well. We have one more. This one is going to be fun and it makes sense. So if you read the sentence, it's going to make sense. Are you ready? This is the last one of these sentences. Are you ready? I'm going to put the sentence in the chat. Get ready. This is the last one. Get ready. Boom. It is now in the chat. The last sentence is, I had to hold my heart because I thought I saw a... Now that last word, I want it to rhyme. And if you look at the dashes, you will see how many little letters are in my word. Oh, I see some answers. I see some animals, all of which I think I would have to hold my heart. Whew, I would have to hold my heart. Wow. Okay. Let's read some answers. I am seeing the answer that I was thinking of. Because remember, if you count those little dashes, you will see how long my word was. You see, I had to hold my heart because I thought I saw a shark. And I think the first person I saw come in that was Chrissy and Diana. Very good, guys. Very good. But guess what? It could also have been. It could have been a tiger. I would definitely hold my heart if I thought I saw a tiger. And a cork. I'm not sure I would hold my heart, except if a cork was pointing to me and was opening a bottle and the cork flew off. I would hold my heart. I really would. So, yep. The same thing with the dart. If I saw a dart and it was flying right at me, yes, I would do the same thing. But my answer was indeed a shark. Right. So that was fun. I think that was loads of fun because you guys had to get thinking really quickly. Really quickly. Okay. So, I'm going to read to you a short rhyming piece that I wrote. Why am I reading this to you? I'm reading this to you because I want you to write your own. So listen to mine. Remember all the words that we've used so far because I want you to write your own at the end of this. So I'm going to read the first one that I wrote for you. This one is titled Riding Hood Road. Riding Hood rode on the red bicycle. She was riding to get a red popsicle, but the rain was falling too hard, and she left the umbrella in the yard. I'm going to put this in the chat so you can see how I use the words and how I put some of them together to rhyme. So it's called Riding Hood Road. Riding Hood rode on a red bicycle. She was riding to get a red popsicle, but the rain was falling too hard and she left the umbrella in the yard. So that's the first one I'm reading for you. And now I will read another one. Remember when I said, especially in Dr. Seuss, and when you're making rhymes that are fun, you can repeat words. So here's another one that I wrote. I'm going to read it for you. This one is called Bouncing Happens on the Beach. Splash, splash, splash. The waves crash on the beach. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Shout the children on the beach. Hot, hot, hot. As you run on the sand. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There's no bouncing on the sand. I'll read it to you again. When I read it to you, you should be able to close your eyes and see all of these activities going on at the beach. Sometimes when you're just using words because they sound alike, it's time for you to close your eyes and imagine all that is happening on the beach. So if you sit back, close your eyes, I'm going to read this again. And I want you to see all of the activities going on as I use my words. It's called Bouncing Happens on the Beach. Splash, splash, splash. The waves crash on the beach. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Shout the children on the beach. Hot, hot, hot. As you run on the sand. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There's no bouncing on the sand. So I'm going to put that one in the chat as well. You should see lots of fun, waves crashing, laughter. That's the feeling you should get when you read a group of words like this. Now, are you ready for the final activity? We were supposed to finish at 12:30. Guess what time it is? It is now 12:54. We have to finish, guys. We have to finish and go. So, the last activity I have for you guys today is I want you to write your own, and you have to use 3 or 4 sentences. I want you to write your own group of sentences. Now, you can write them using remember how many favorite words you had? You chose 5 favorite words. So now I want you to write 5 of the sentences. Join them together. You can repeat some words. You can rhyme other words. You can write it to tell us that something is going on. Remember how we did pass the sentence and we started to tell a story of someone who had their first day at the beach and they were eating a snow cone? I want you to make 5 sentences. Did I say 5? No, 4 sentences. 4, not 5. Although Chrissy and Ayana might try to do 5. That's fine. If you want to do more, that's fine. But I want you to write 4 sentences together. We have a lot of vocabulary from the beach. If you look up at the chat, you'll see all the words that we used. I want to see 4 sentences. All right, we have Kenrick has to leave us. Bye, Kenrick, because it is late. Remember, I said we had to finish at 12:30, but we started very late. So now we're just adding that half an hour on, and it's now 12:56. So we have about 4 more minutes before 1 o'clock. So we are going to get this last activity done. All right, because we're going to finish strong at the very end. But in the meantime, thank you, Kenrick, for joining, and I hope we see you again if we have another activity. But let's write. I want to see the sentences. You have to write 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences. 4 sentences. Kenna also has to leave. That is Kanaya and Kionan. Oh, so we're not seeing your 4 sentences? 4 sentences before you leave? Because that's our last activity. We had to start late because everyone didn't come on very quickly. But before it gets 1 o'clock, let me see who can give me 4 sentences. Use your favorite words and give me 4 sentences. I want to see. Sometimes you can repeat some words. You can say ouch, 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 or you can say hot, hot, hot. What about some of our words? Let's look at our vocabulary. I'm giving you ideas based on the vocabulary that we used. We used island. We used recreation. We used lifestyle. We used vacation. Actually, in some of our sentences, I wrote a sentence that had in the word umbrella. We also used imagination and refreshing. Can anyone create some sentences? I'm looking for some sentences. I'm not seeing any. Can anyone do 4 sentences with their favorite words? I remember some favorite words were chosen. Let's see. Are you guys working on your sentences now? Let's see some of the favorite words that were chosen. We have Let's see who. I'm not seeing any sentences. Anyone has 4 sentences? Do you remember your favorite words? Do you remember your favorite words? Type in the chat if you think you can do 4 sentences. You have to say yes or no. I want you to answer me in the chat. Tell me if you can do 4 sentences. Can you write 4 sentences, yes or no? Oh, I see that Chrissy and Ayana have sent a sentence. Let's see, or a series of sentences. Let's see. Anyone else? Can you get 4 done? You can use your favorite words, and you can also use all the many words that we did. And remember, I put some examples of some sentences just now in the chat. And it is now 1 o'clock, so I'm going to read the one that we have, and then you're going to have to continue writing so that anytime we have another live, we can come and do some more together. This is a great way to have a lot of fun together. All right, so Tracy and Ayana, yay! You have responded. Let's read yours. Art, art, art. I love art. Sightseeing art, exciting art, refreshing art. Art, art, art. Do you love art? I know I love any kind of art. That was so good. I am going to read it again. That was so good. Art, art, art. I love art. Sightseeing art, exciting art, refreshing art. Art, art, art. Do you love art? I know I love any kind of art. 100%, you guys did so well. I could high five you now. If you weren't in another entire country, you did so well. But wait, there's more. We have another one. Let's read this one. I love snowcone. I want to vacation. Sorry, I want to go on a vacation. My imagination of under the sea is wonderful. I was sightseeing. Is it in the USA? I'll read that one again. I love snowcone. I want to go on a vacation. My imagination of under the beach is wonderful. I was sightseeing in the USA. Listen to me. Mikkel, that is wonderful. You know what happens when I read that sentence? I start off with a nice, juicy, dripping snow cone. And you know what color I imagine that to be? Blue. Why? Because then you talk about going on a vacation in your imagination under the sea. That makes me think of blue snow cones and all of the fish and all of the coral under the sea. And then you say, I was sightseeing in the USA. And that makes me think of Florida. And that makes me think of going on vacation and flying on planes. Mikkel, that is an excellent example of using words to take me on an imagination train, an imagination journey. That is absolutely excellent. We have another one. I went to the playground, but it was very hot. I need a snow cone. Oh, it's refreshing. Then we are going sightseeing. I love the use of your favorite words. You use playground, snow cone, refreshing, sightseeing. You use 4 words. That is excellent. And this is Keever. You did such a great job. You have walked me through what has been happening from the playground to you needing a snow cone to then knowing it was refreshing and where you're going next. You're going sightseeing. Let me see. So that is playground, snow cone, refreshing. Like that, 4 words. That was excellent. You guys are brilliant. You are brilliant, and you have used words so well, and we have been able to um, travel through the words that you are writing for us. We've had a wonderful time. I'm very, very sure. But here's some congratulations. And you know who else I want to bring back on board? Naisha, can you come and join me again? Because we are finished all of our activities.
Sorry.
Boy.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I saw that you guys did some beautiful writing. Honestly, you guys, I think that you were thinking and that you were pouring out, that imagination, pouring out all that thoughts that you have inside, things that you may have experienced before with these things that you are so familiar with. You guys did a really good job. I am so proud of you. Your sentences, they were so open. Anyone that is exposed to them get to read them, they can actually think beyond what you are actually writing. So that's really good. I think you guys did a good job, honestly. And kudos to Jillian. Yes, you did a good job. You did a really good job. You make it so easy for them. Sometimes I think that's why sometimes the children they don't understand the writing, and it's so complicated for them because sometimes too much things are being pushed onto them at this one time, and not only that, sometimes I think that they don't have enough time for the whole thought process because sometimes we want them to like create this big piece of writing in so little time. The expectation sometimes is too high for them. So I am now happy that in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we no longer follow the common entrance exam way, where the children they would just go one day and write something.
Mm-hmm.
For me, even for me, as somebody who have studied and all that, I find myself sometimes I'm going to write something now, but then it cannot be my final piece of writing. I have to go back to it, edit it. Then I have to leave it there. Some days pass, refresh my thought process, and then come back to it. So I think that was too hard for the children, but now we have moved away from that, and now with the new exam that we are doing, the exit exam, the children they actually start their writing at grade 4, and they write using the writing process where they draft and they show every detail of their writing. So
Wow.
that is really
Excellent.
good. So, and some of these pieces that they may do in grade 5, they may get them to submit in grade 6. Sometimes some of them they do new pieces in grade 6 and they submit. So I think that that is even better for them. Or if they get to grade 6 and they feel that they are now, better able to put over their writing effectively, they can always rewrite and so on. So that is something so good for them. And I really embrace that. We have that now. So that's a good thing. And you make it so easy. Yeah, honestly.
Oh, this is fun. If every child were to do a little of this every day, a couple times a week, then they would be masters of the English language, and most importantly, of being able to communicate how they feel and how they want to use words. There are many
Very much
options
so.
that you can use words for what you want them to do, but you have to practice it. So I know Kiva, you are going, and so is Tina from back way. Guys, thank you so much
Very much so.
for joining us. Big hand for everyone.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did a
that's
really good job. And guys, before you go, please sub to the Read for Life YouTube channel. Please, there's the red button there. you guys please subscribe to it so that you guys can know whenever they are going live and you can attend more of their sessions. So please don't forget. And also, as part of your evaluation, part of your feedback, we would want you to comment on this video so that we can know what we can do better, how we can help you. You can tell us like what you would love to see Read for Life do in the future. So those are some of the things that you can say. You can say how you enjoy the session so that others can see it and they can want to come to the sessions too. And remember to share it with someone. Don't forget that part. Share it with someone and make sure you hit the subscribe button. I see that some of you have already hit the subscribe button, and that's really, really good. So I'm thinking that Read for Life is very proud of you for that.
Yes, we are very thankful, and that means next time we'll be able to connect with you. And remember, we have our summer reading program coming up where there'll be so many fun activities for you guys to do from at home. And you'll have other writing activities as well. And when we have those dates, we'll let you know.
Yeah, because I see that 5 persons have subbed to the channel, and that's really good. So that's
Yes.
part of the building.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. We're just happy that you enjoyed this session and we're excited to have more. Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. You
Don't
have
forget
anything
to
else
give your
to say,
feedback.
Aisha?
Don't forget to give your feedbacks, please. Make sure you leave a
Yes.
comment. Make sure you leave a comment on the session. And if you want to see anything new, please don't forget to do that.
Yeah. You can also say which activity you like the best because remember, we started with the spelling and vocabulary where we got all of our words together about summer. Then we did the rhyming where we started to, and our words where we did a lot of TION, shin words, and ING, ing words for our endings. And then we started to rhyme them. So did you like that rhyming section the best? And we also did we use the words in sentences. You have to choose 5 of your favorite words. What else did we do? We also, you guys had to finish my sentences. Remember that part was tricky. What did I call that section? That section was called, oh, you had to finish the sentence. But before that, we had to pass the sentence, and all of us created a little story together. And then you also, I put my poems in the chat, and then you guys wrote some of your own. So yes, I see it was nice. You liked the poem. So yeah, you can say whichever part you like the most.
So comment on the video itself, right? Once you stop the video, then you comment on the video itself.
Yeah, and say how that was. Yeah.
And make sure you say what you would love to see happen next. So I think that's my piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's it. You can find us on Facebook, Read for Life Barbados. I want to thank Naisha from Night Teach Along. I think we just gel. We get together so well. I thank you for your spirit and your hard work and
Yes.
all of what you share all the time. It's been wonderful just being connected to you. So
It's the least I can do. It's the least I can do. You know? I mean, all of us we are for the same thing. We share the same passion. So if we share the same passion, then obviously the energies would be, alike and mesh well. So hence the reason.
All right. Well,
Yep.
that's it for today, guys. It's 13 past the hour of 1 o'clock. We've had a great time. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see you some other time.
See you
Okay?
guys. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your
Bye.
summer.
Bye.